In the vast expanse of space, there floated a small spaceship, its exterior gleaming with shades of green as it drifted aimlessly through the endless void. Inside, a small crew of aliens navigated the ship, their eyes focused on the control panels and screens that lined the walls. One of the aliens, a tall and slim being with veins pulsating beneath its translucent skin, let out a hiss of frustration as it adjusted the controls. "We're running out of air," it said, its voice filled with urgency. "We need to find a planet with water and stones to replenish our supplies." The captain of the ship, a snake-like creature with a menacing gleam in its eyes, nodded in agreement. "We'll head towards that nearby planet," it snarled, pointing towards a distant speck in the darkness. "But we must be careful. There may be dangers lurking outside." As the ship made its way towards the planet, the crew could see that it was covered in a thick layer of dark clouds, obscuring their view of the surface below. The atmosphere was thin and devoid of oxygen, making it impossible for them to breathe without their protective suits. "We need to find a way to land without alerting any potential threats," the captain said, its tone laced with selfish determination. "We can't afford to be seen by any hostile entities." The crew worked together to pilot the ship through the stormy clouds, navigating through turbulent winds and dangerous lightning strikes. As they descended towards the planet's surface, they could see vast oceans of salty water and rugged terrain dotted with ancient stones. "We need to find a safe place to land," the captain ordered, its voice tinged with mad desperation. "We can't risk any further damage to the ship." Just as they were about to touch down on a rocky outcrop, a sudden bolt of electricity surged through the ship, causing the controls to go haywire. The ship careened out of control, smashing into the ground with a deafening crash. The crew scrambled to regain their composure as smoke and sparks filled the cabin. "We need to seal the breach," the captain shouted, its eyes ablaze with urgency, "before we lose all our precious oxygen." The crew worked frantically to repair the damaged hull, sealing off the breach and preventing any more precious air from spilling out. But as they caught their breath, they realized that they were not alone on the planet. A group of sinister figures emerged from the shadows, their evil smiles sending shivers down the crew's spines. "We are the rulers of this planet," they hissed, brandishing weapons made of copper and fire. "You are trespassing on our territory." The crew knew they were outnumbered and outgunned, but they refused to back down. "We came in peace," the captain said, its voice boiling with righteous anger. "We only seek to replenish our supplies and continue our journey." But the beings showed no mercy, attacking the crew with reckless abandon. Blood spilled on the rocky ground as the crew fought valiantly against their assailants, their veins pulsating with adrenaline as they struggled to survive. In the midst of the chaos, the captain's sole focus was on protecting its crew and securing their escape. "We can't let them defeat us," it yelled, its eyes flashing with determination. "We must fight until the bitter end." As the battle raged on, the crew's numbers dwindled until only a few remained standing. But they refused to give up, their courage fueled by a sense of justice and purpose. In a final, desperate gambit, the captain activated the ship's emergency teleporter, whisking the remaining crew members to safety in the blink of an eye. They materialized on the ship's bridge, their hearts pounding with relief as they realized they had narrowly escaped death. "We may have survived this ordeal," the captain said, its voice filled with solemn resolve, "but our journey is far from over. This is just the beginning of our struggle against the forces of darkness and evil that seek to destroy us." As the crew gathered their wits and began to regroup, they knew that they would always carry the memories of their harrowing ordeal with them. But they also knew that they had each other, and that as long as they stood together, they could face any challenge that came their way. And so, the small spaceship sped off into the depths of space, its crew united in their quest for survival and justice, ready to face whatever horrors awaited them in the dark unknown. Like and subscribe for more tales.